Morning, welcome to Area Shores Prepping. I'm your host, Greg. Welcome to the new subscribers. I certainly do thank you. I appreciate you. Please continue to like, subscribe, and share this channel and refer this channel. I certainly do thank you. A year ago, Klaus Schwab, and if you don't know who he is, look him up. Klaus Schwab was addressing the Cyber Polygon group and said, get ready to deal with an angrier world. Now, I did a video on this, so look up my prior videos and look up Klaus Schwab so you know what I'm talking about. And I just recently did a video on 100 million people that could potentially be looking for food because of food shortages and starvation. And again, I appreciate you making that video very successful. And I do thank you for your kind and generous comments. The world is already a dangerous place, and it's going to become even more dangerous, and it's going to be by the hands of our own government. And I want to introduce you to something that I was unaware of, but it came up in a meeting with the FBI's Assistant Director for the Cybersecurity Unit. And I want to introduce you to this. It's called Pegasus Spyware. Pegasus Spyware. And this is absolutely the most insidious, nastiest spyware, malware that was developed by the Israeli government and their cybersecurity unit. And this thing is absolutely devastating. And it can be used by any government, and it has been, to spy on their people, criminals alike, to track them, monitor them, and use this against you. If you're not familiar with what Pegasus Spyware is, look it up. But in brief, it is undetectable. It can turn on your phone. It can copy your phone. It can do everything that it's not supposed to do. And it doesn't need you to even click on, a fake message or anything else. They insert it, meaning the government inserts it into your iPhone. And they can listen, read, do everything, take pictures using your phone and monitor your conversation. Now, why is this so horrendous and so wrong? Everything starts out with, justification. Well, the Israelis, we're going to use it to spy on our enemies. But we all know that the government is not trustworthy, and we all know that people in government are absolutely bad actors. And they can and will use this spyware to monitor honorable people. They've already done it to the Congress. They've already done it to reporters. And the FBI says, no, we never did that, but they lied. They've already been caught. They were caught spying on Republican congressmen and senators. So we know the FBI is a dishonorable organization because they lie. Now, to tie this in with the food shortages and the coming food shortages, Klaus Schwab said, get ready to deal with an angrier world. So you as a prepper are doing all the right things. You're saying, hey, I saw this coming. I'm prepared. I'm angry at our government for allowing this to happen. And suddenly you are on this thinking it is a secure app. You've got it encrypted. You've got everything that you're supposed to supposedly do. And you're talking to a fellow prepper who, by the way, has been named as a prepper community. You are an enemy of the state, but you're thinking you're okay. So you get on your phone and you're talking and saying, that miserable Joe Biden, that idiot, that stupid fool. We ought to have a rebellion because there's not enough food. My kids are starving, and we ought to get together and have civil unrest. Well, with this Pegasus malware installed without you knowing it, because it's virtually undetectable, suddenly they're saying, hey, you know what? That Greg, he's a malcontent. He is raising up civil disobedience. We are just going to have to put a stop to this. And everybody else that he was talking to and taking care of. And suddenly you're disappeared because you're hungry, because the economy sucks, because there's war. As soon as this came out, Israel sold it to France, Germany, the United States, and Saudi Arabia, who used it to track Khashoggi and then proceed to kill him and dismember him while he was still alive. The United States bought limited licensing to this spyware, Pegasus, for $5 million. What's the FBI doing spending $5 million to buy spyware, which they took out on a test run against congressmen and senators? They denied it. They said it never happened, but they got caught, so they're lying. And let me just tell you something here. Representative Thomas Massey on 3/29 and 22 at the cybersecurity conference, not conference, but a questioning through the FBI Assistant Director of Cybersecurity, he asked him point blank, did the FBI deploy Pegasus in the United States? The Assistant Director for Cybersecurity said they can't go into that discussion in open forum, but they did not deploy it. Now, that's a YouTube video. Representative Massey asked Assistant Director, FBI Cyber Division, is Pegasus Spyware used domestically? That was on 3/29 and 22. And normal malware detection, so if you install an antivirus saying, well, that'll pick it up, it doesn't. It's invisible to it. So when people are saying, I'm hungry, I'm upset because of whatever reason, questionable elections, there's food shortages that are created. People that don't deserve food are getting food while my family goes hungry, and I've done nothing wrong other than being a conservative Christian, and I'm named on an enemy of the state list by the government. Suddenly you're being spied on by Pegasus Spyware. You don't think this is all going to fit together? When there are food shortages, people are going to be angry. There will be civil unrest. The government will find those people who are instigating the civil unrest that are the named enemies or potential enemies of the United States government and the Constitution. And that would be preppers, Christians, conservatives, and all the other along the line. I wanted to bring this to your attention because this is all part of the grand scheme of control. To keep you under their thumb, to make you paranoid, to divide and conquer. So be careful of what you say, what you do, and everything else like that. Someday you might say, hey, where did Uri Shore's Prepping go? He had such a great channel, all of a sudden he's gone. We've been warned about this and we've been told about it. Thank you for liking and subscribing. Verify this yourself. Klaus Schwab gave us a warning. Get prepared to deal with an angrier world. Thank you for liking and subscribing. Get yourself right with God, meaning ask for forgiveness. Get baptized, submerged in water in the name of Jesus Christ. Greg out.